Hi, everyone. Welcome to CCUF. We are here today with Patty from the Stevens Institute of Technology. I'm going to pass over the presentation to Patty.
Thank you so much, Tess, and good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are joining us from. As I understand it, we have various students, not only from Canada, but internationally as well, participating in today's session. As Tess mentioned, my name is Patty Cardenas. I currently serve as the Associate Director of Doctoral.
Technology. I'm going to pass over the presentation to Patty.
Oh, thank you so much, Tess, and good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are joining us from. As I understand it, we have various students, not only from Canada, but internationally as well, participating in today's session. As Tess mentioned, my name is Patty Cardenas. I currently serve as the Associate Director of
Technology. I'm going to pass over the presentation to Patty.
Oh, thank you so much, Tess. I don't know what's happening. Good morning, good afternoon.
If you go to the student, if you go to the student profile and are viewing the recording as if a student is seeing it, you just need to click.
There it is. Okay, perfect. I am so sorry, everyone. I had my other window open, so I do apologize for the little mishap here. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen one more time and start the presentation over. Okay, perfect. All right, so as Tess mentioned, my name is Patty Cardenas. I'm the Associate Director of Doctoral Recruitment here at Stevens. I'm here representing Stevens Institute of Technology. In the chat, if you've ever heard of Stevens, feel free to put yes. I just wanted to get a little engagement going on. I want to make sure that this is an environment where you feel open to ask any questions, and we will answer them towards the end, but feel free that throughout the presentation, so that you don't forget any questions that you have in mind, for you to go ahead and put it in the chat. So Stevens Institute of Technology goes by the motto, inspired by humanity and empowered by technology. And that stands true to our founders. Our founders, the foundation of Stevens Institute of Technology begins with the mechanical engineering degree. We were the first institution to offer this degree in the United States. We have also various alumni who have graduated from our institution and who have gone on and have done extraordinary things. So as an example, if you've ever used bubble wrap as part of your packaging to deliver, or even if you're moving and you're covering delicate items in order for them not to break and you've used bubble wrap, know that a Stevens Institute of Technology alumni actually created that. So, and invented that rather. So it goes to show how our students tend to typically think, what is happening in our environment and how can we utilize technology to push the needle forward and think of innovative ways to find solutions to what is happening in the world. In terms of location, Stevens is located right here. We are right in front of New York City. So we're in a prime location when it comes to not only engineering, but business, as well as the financial district is right here. In terms of the graduate facts, we have applicants that come from over 100 countries. So we're very diverse. We're very open to international students. Our graduate student population is over 5,000 students, yet we still have a small student to faculty ratio. We have at least 16 to 1, as we currently have 335 full-time faculty. We house over 50 master's program. We have 3 institutions that I will talk about, or schools within Stevens that I'll talk about, that houses these 50 programs. We have more than 120 active graduate certificates and over 20 PhD programs. We have 17 active research centers, and an important thing to note about our master's and graduate students in total is that we have a 96% first year retention rate, which is really big. And it goes back to one of our themes, that we're very student centric. We want to ensure that our students have the best experience, and that you are paying for your graduate degree. So we offer you and surround you with various resources to ensure that you're successful, because your success, in essence, brings up our success as an institution.
Patty, I'm going to pause. Are you able to share your presentation full screen?
Is it not showing full screen?
It's kind of like a split screen between 2 slides.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me stop the share and share the screen again. And then, is that better?
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. So, as stated before, we have various graduate programs that are housed within 3 different schools within Stevens. One of them being the Schaefer School of Engineering and Science. This is our largest school within Stevens. It houses the BME, chemical biology, physics, mathematics, just to name a few. And then we have our Stevens School of Business and our School of Systems and Enterprises. So here's an example of the many master's and PhD programs that we offer. This is not inclusive of all, but to name a few of the programs we offer here at Stevens. And put in the chat if you see any of these master's or doctoral programs that something that you're interested in. As mentioned before, I am the Associate Director of Doctoral Recruitment. So I assist doctoral students who wish to come and do and apply to Stevens, right, and pursue their terminal degree. These are the various research areas that encompass that what we are doing at Stevens. So we're doing and leading artificial intelligence, brain research, specifically with Alzheimer's, cancer research and drug discovery, energy innovation, fintech, which is right now the big buzz in career aspirations, quantum technology, robotics, and urban and coastal resiliency and green infrastructure. One great thing about Stevens is that we offer flexible study options at the master's level. So we do have on campus, for those of you who wish to come to Stevens and have be at classes live and have the on-campus feel, come to Jersey. We're located in New Jersey. But for those of you who are working professionals that may want to stay where you currently live, we do have the online option for students. There are 2 entry terms per year, but we do function in a rolling admission basis. So for those of you who are interested in the spring term, for spring 23, the master's program is still accepting applications. For the doctoral programs, the deadline was September 1st. yeah, it was in September. However, you still have a chance to submit your application for certain programs that are still accepting applications, given that we do have a rolling admissions basis, but decisions will be made based on seat availability. So we can connect if you're interested in a doctoral program, as those seats, given that we do offer full funding for doctoral students, it's very limited in the number of seats offered. So let me jump a little bit further into um, what are the positives of online offerings at Stevens. So we were actually one of the few institutions that started online are offering online learning as back as 2002. So we have had experience in offering online education very early on. We offer over 23 master's degrees online, as well as graduate certificates in across various disciplines. And it's 100% online. There is no requirement for you to come to campus whatsoever. You will be put in group for projects, and this can be done at the comfort of your own home. These are skills for those of you looking to do online. As you saw, the pandemic made all of us go online, made all of us have to function or learn how to communicate, work together, and connect with people in a virtual environment. So we have been teaching our students for so long these skills that even as an institution, we were easily able to provide a hybrid model during the pandemic. But this brings me to my next point, in that if you're looking for an online program, this is a great opportunity to hone in on those skills and bring your skills to the 21st century. And the great thing about it is that you can create a work-life balance, and that online programs are flexible, and you can tune in anytime, anywhere. All students have the same experience, whether you're on campus or online, as it is the same curriculum, same instructions, and same degree. Your degree will not say that you're an online student whatsoever. It's just a straight out Stevens degree. Now, to talk a little bit about ROI, right? Return on investment, right? Because you are not only investing funds, you are investing your time. So ensuring that coming to Stevens, or going to any institution for that matter, you want to know what the graduate student outcomes are after you've completed a degree. So here you will see we have it broken down by school. The employment for those graduates that were able to find work within 3 months of graduation. What was the average compensation or salary, and an average signing bonus for those that were able to find employment. So these are impressive numbers. As you will see, they're over 90%. Uh, Now, if we break it down by degree even further, you will see that we're still in the 90s. For some programs, it's 100%. We do offer various resources, as I stated before, in that our students work with the Career Services Department to ensure that they're prepared to present themselves in front of employers or hiring managers. So this is really like, not only are we providing you with an education to be marketable in the employment realm, but also ensuring that you have the tools necessary to ace and do well in your interviews. So again, the degrees are broken down there further, and the average compensation is there broken. If you do not see a degree here that you're interested in and would like the number, feel free to connect with me and we will try to get you those numbers as well. So I talked a little bit about funding opportunities, right? As many of you may have questions. Okay, so I want to come to Stevens. How can I pay for my schooling? Are there any scholarships? or tuition waivers, as I've seen a lot of international students call it. So we do offer fellowships at the master's level. These fellowships are merit-based, and they can range anywhere from 5,000 to 18,000, or I've seen up to 20,000. Really, at most the fellowship is applied to your first year. Tuition at Ross is $19,704, so $19,704. That's excluding the graduate student fees for those that are on campus. But essentially, and that's per semester. So in essence, whatever fellowships you get for your master's, it is applied, like I stated before, towards your. You can see if I've seen students get scholarships through their employer where they pay for their tuition and fees, and you have to cover the books. But the second year or the remainder cost of the first year, something that you would have to see what funding opportunities there are for you outside of the fellowships that are offered. Now, on the doctoral level, it's a little different. We do have a provost fellowship, which guarantees 4 years of funding for students. The first year is out of the Office of Graduate Education, and the second to fourth year is provided by the department that you're accepted to. So either in the form of a TA or an RA position, or a teaching or research assistantship position. The other funding opportunity at the master's level, the graduate assistantships are typically held off until your second year or your second semester of your first year. And they're really a handful of students actually get an opportunity to do a GA-ship at the master's level. They're typically held off for the doctoral students. So at the doctoral level, the GA-ships are 1-year appointmentships, and you're either going to be a teaching assistant or a. Now, although it is 1-year appointments, they are able to be renewed in subsequent years, and it all depends on the work that you've done in your contract for that first year. There are also other on-campus opportunities for you to also get assistantships, paid graduate assistantships, so that you are able to also cover your tuition cost. And you can talk to financial aid regarding that are available to you. So now that we've spoken a little bit about Stevens as an institution, the different options we offer in terms of degrees, the modalities in which we offer the degrees, now let's talk about the admissions and requirements. So we do require transcript from all post-secondary institutions. So if you went ahead and completed a graduate certificate or a master's program, as well as your undergraduate degree, we require all transcripts. We do require a GMAT or GRE score depending on the program that you're applying to. Typically, all degrees or all programs do require 2 reference letters. At the doctoral level, there are some programs that require 3. A resume, a statement of purpose, and an English proficiency exam. Now, for those that are coming from English-speaking countries such as Ghana or Nigeria, we do waive the English proficiency. For those of you who might be coming from Iran or China, if let's say you attended a school where the medium language of instruction was English, you do have to submit formal paperwork from your institution so that we offer you a TOEFL waiver interview. It's not an outright waiver, but there are alternatives to the English proficiency exam. Now, I want to be very clear that the GRE is not an English proficiency exam, as the TOEFL, the IELTS, and Duolingo are. I do apologize. I'm a little under the weather. After you submit all of your required documents, your application will go for a preliminary review by our office and ensure that all of the documents you have supplied are correct. And then if the application is complete, we will go ahead and send it to the academic unit. I do apologize for my dog. We'll send it to the academic unit for a decision and a scholarship decision as well. So now I'll open it up to any questions that you all may have. As I've spoken a lot, and I know we're a little pressed for time.
All right, so we do have a few questions that have come in. Starting at the very top, what kinds of research opportunities are available for grad students?
So at the master's level, we do offer 2 types of degrees, right? Depending on the program that you're interested. There's a master's of engineering and a master's of science. If you're going for a master's of science, it does require a thesis, which gives you an opportunity to do research. That's on the master's side. On the doctoral side, there's a plethora. I mean, that's why you're seeking a doctoral degree in essence. I do apologize. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So depending on your area of interest, you will look at the department's webpage, as it will feature the different research being conducted by the faculty member. And that's what drives our admission on the doctoral level. It's really about the match between your research of interest and that of the faculty member. But
Okay.
there is a lot.
Awesome. Okay. Next question. Are there scholarships available for students to present their research at conferences?
Yes, so our Office of Graduate Academics and Student Success does offer scholarship for students to present at conferences. You do have to submit a proposal in order to receive the funding, and they fund it, I believe, twice a year.
Okay, awesome. Are students able to receive more than one scholarship from the school?
No. So at the time of admission, you are reviewed at the master's level, you are reviewed for funding. Now, if you come with external, you can apply for external scholarships to bring with you. So that's not frowned upon. But in terms of us and the scholarships we offer at the master's level, you will be reviewed at the time of admission. There's no extra application that you have to submit.
Oh, great. Okay. Looks like there's one last question in the chat. So you did talk about graduate assistantships. Are those also done online?
No, they're done in person because it's either a teaching assistant or a research assistantship. So it has to be in person. Those are given to our on-campus students only.
Okay. One more question popped up. What kinds of co-op programs are available?
You know, I'm not too my knowledge of the co-op in CPT and OPT is not really profound at the master's level, as I only deal with doctoral students. But in the chat, I will put in information so that you can look. But I do know that we do offer that. Now, as a thank you for everyone participating in today's session, I am going to put in the chat for you to register as that you attended our session today so that you can get an application fee waiver. This will be great, and you don't have to utilize it for an application in spring, or fall. It's really for whenever you are ready to apply.
Oh, wow. We also have one more question pop up. Alicia wants to know, what is the acceptance rate for your institution?
So we are really competitive in nature. We don't provide an acceptance rate, but depending on the program, for example, computer science is an extremely competitive program, and we get so many applications. At the doctoral level, to give you some insight, we had over 2,000 applications for the fall for only 100 seats that were available. So it's really, really competitive, and it's important for the students to submit a complete application with the GRE. I get a lot of students asking me for a GRE waiver, and really, um, what you have to understand is you are competing with people who have submitted a GRE on file, and you're being looked at for these scholarships. So it's in your best interest to really submit a complete application. And if you have the capability of sitting for the GRE, to do so.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Patty. I believe that's all the questions we have. I will post the links that you had in the everyone to see.
Thank you.
All right, and that looks like we are just at time as well. So thank you so much, Patty, for being here with us today. And everyone, be sure to check out the booth, and a recording will be available for this presentation that you'll be able to access afterwards.
Thank you so much, Tessa. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget to register to get that app fee waiver.
Awesome. Well, have a great day, everyone.
Okay, bye.